absolutely devastating.
This is Joey Owens' show. They've been trying to get me on this broadcast forever, and this is the worst damn broadcast I've ever been on. So you all can kiss my ass while I win this match.
Well. What do we have here? It is I, Christopher Bob Steele, the winner of GWR's first ever promo battle. I knocked down 7 other competitors, finally ending with a guy from Southern Indiana that calls himself Chuck Sexton. Chuck, you didn't stand a chance. The moment you opened your mouth, I and all the fans knew who was gonna reign supreme and stand atop the shit-talking mountain. Enough about that. I would like to introduce the members of the award-winning Gonzo'S Wrestling Room. First off, you have the man behind the madness, Christopher Gonzo Gonzalez. His papa, the man who made Gonzo, Tony Gonzalez. The man who's been to more pro wrestling shows in the state of Indiana than you ever dreamed of. Marcus, the mastermind Fine, and his beautiful wife, Kelly, oh, so fine. So be sure, wait, there's another guy? Oh, yeah, I don't know how I missed the fat guy with the straight build hat and the stupid shirt. The guy who says he's the ratings draw. Fat boy, Warren Misery. Yeah, he's part of the show. So, hey, be sure to check us out every Monday at 6:30-ish as we talk about the goings-on in all of the state of Indiana's professional wrestling. And pro wrestlers, if you guys think you have what it takes to stand atop the mountain as the greatest shit talker in all of Indiana, send your promos to Gonzo's Wrestling Room in care of Christopher Gonzalez. Thank you and have a good night.
Why? Thanksgiving's over. Why are we still having talking turkeys on this show? I mean, from the looks, it looks like he didn't go back for seconds. He went back for fourths or fifths. I mean,
he was getting ready. He's getting built up. He's got a big match coming up this Saturday, so he's beefing up.
I'm a little shocked that no one stepped up from Chuck's promotion to try to defend his own honor and try to get a little bit of revenge and try to cut a promo to get his mug off of there and get their mug on here. But yeah.
So we need somebody to step up. It could be from Chuck's promotion. It could be from AACW, and anywhere, any of these promotions out there that we've been to or haven't been to. Somebody step up and go against Bob Steele, please.
Make fun of my hat, like my new hat tonight.
Yeah,
I like those fucking hats. We're going to war, right? Are we going to war? Isn't that happening?
Yeah, could be. Hopefully, everybody's having a great Monday. Had a really good weekend, except for the Colts. They got their ass beat and quarterback hurt and backup quarterback hurt. So I don't know about the Colts. I think we might be done for the season. But IU, that was big. So congratulations to them, Big Ten champs. Guys, you guys ready for a big show tonight?
About as hyped up as I am for Cena versus Gunther. Just kidding.
Hey, I'm looking forward to that match. I know most people aren't, but I am. But I'm a big Gunther mark, so I like Gunther.
Yeah.
Okay, everybody. Well, let's move on. We got a special guest from AACW. Travis Southern is going to come on with us and tell us about the big show that they've got this Saturday in Sharpsville, Indiana. How's it going, Travis?
Hey, Tony, pretty good. Marcus, Warren, how's it going, guys?
Doing
Going
good.
good. Going good. Are you ready for the big show this Saturday night?
I am super excited. 'Twas the Clash before Christmas, AACW's last show of the year. We have some really good matches. I do want to make sure I talk about the big thing that kind of goes along with it. This is our annual toy drive. This is our second annual one that we've had. So this is a really big deal. We try to, if people bring in toys to donate, they are going to help out a lot of the underprivileged kids in the area in Kokomo, Sharpsville, that area. So if you guys are coming to the show, just make sure you bring a gift. Last year, I know that any of the kids that were at the show actually got a gift. So I think we're doing that again this year. So just want to make sure I would throw that out there because it is something that we try to do to give back to the community. So I want to make sure that I tell that first and foremost, and then I can go into 'Twas the Clash before Christmas. A lot of matches have already been announced. I know your boy that was on there, Bob Steele, I know he has a match that has been 20, 25 years in the making. It's a family grudge match with his nephew, Cody Lee. I know that one, they've been, there were some issues from the last show, and I think that one's going to be a really, really violent match where Bob's trying to teach Cody a lesson. So we'll see how that goes. Justin and
Turd boy.
Yeah, I know. I gotta remember. Oh yeah. The Tanner Kelly. So anybody that wants to enjoy the Tanner Kelly experience, they are having themselves a North Pole street fight. So anything goes. Anything Christmas related could be involved. I heard Santa is paying attention closely to this match. So we'll see what happens there. But I know that this one could be one that goes all over the stadium there. So I know Justin's been hyping this up, and of course Tanner, being Tanner, he's going to do what he does. So we'll see what he pulls out of his Christmas trunks. The one that I actually had a hand in is we have the hair versus hair match. This is, I believe, the first one that we've had in AACW. The United States champion Cruiser is putting his hair on the line. This is not a title match. This is just pride for pride against Juice Huerta. Both of them are, whoever loses the match will get their head shaved at the show. So if you don't want to come to see anything else other than see one of these guys lose their luscious locks, this is the show that you want to go to.
There's a lot of luscious locks on those two.
Yeah.
Exactly. I know. Cruiser is very, very pampered, and he puts a lot of pride into his pregame warm up of getting everything together. So, and Juice does have, he's got some locks. So either one of those guys, I don't know if they're going to enjoy their Christmas this year. So,
No,
but worst comes to worst.
Can we donate the loser's hair to Marcus?
I don't know, Mark. He would look good. I mean, not to
I'm
say
sure
I
someone
want
will
Juice.
go in the collection.
I don't want
Look at
Juice to
Juice's
lose.
hair. Look at
Oh man,
Juice's hair.
that would be amazing, Marcus. You could have that just flowing.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Oh man, I wouldn't know how to do it.
Maybe certain, maybe somebody would stop looking at Nelson as tightly if you had some locks to curl on there. So I'm not saying any names. I'm just saying. All right. So then we also have a championship match. We have two of them. Our heavyweight champion Damian DeVille will be taking on Idle Hines.
Oh,
So Idle Hines is a big boy. I've been in the ring with him a couple times. Not somebody that I'm glad that I'm not in there anymore. So Damian does have his work cut out for him. And then the women's match. This is going to be a fatal four-way between Paige Jones, who is our champion, Lil Missy, the Honey Badger, versus Jensen versus Ajax. So it's a fatal four-way. So any one of these four could walk out either retaining their championship or becoming the new AACW Women's Champion. So there are a couple other ones that are going to be announced, but just right now, those are the ones that we have. Like I said, Saturday night, doors open at 6:05. Show starts at 7:05. Front rows $15. Floor seats are $12 and bleachers are $10. So please bring a toy for the toy drive to help out underprivileged families in the area. But come and enjoy the show. It's going to be great.
Travis, what match are you looking forward to the most?
Oh, I mean, only because I had a hand in it. The hair versus hair. There are some other stipulations that will be announced at the show, and just for surprises for everybody. So just wait and see. But that's the one that I am looking forward to personally, because Cruiser and I've had some issues, and I want to know if how he's going to look like Curly from the Three Stooges if he happens to lose. I don't know. Juice, I feel bad because he got his butt whooped pretty bad by Cruiser at the last show, and Cruiser just kind of kept going and just wouldn't let up and just kind of humiliated him a little bit, and I think the emotions got to him, and I think Juice basically wanted to give something that was really important to him, his hair, to get a shot at Cruiser again in the ring. So that's one I'm looking forward to. Bob Steele is always a good match. Him and Cody, those are going to be. That's a good one. But I'm personally, it's the hair versus hair that I'm looking at.
Man, it sounds like a really great card. For me, it would be Cody and Bob Steele. I mean, Family Feud, you can't beat that. Marcus, what about you? What match are you looking forward to the most?
Well, I'm looking forward to all of them. They're all main eventers, but I'm going to be good to see Idle Hines again. It's been a couple years. I'm looking forward to Idle Hines and Damien DeVille.
Yep.
Idle Hines is a big, tough guy.
Yeah, he is.
Damien's got his work cut out for it.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Yeah, because Damien's kind of a brawler, but so is Idle Hines, and he's a big man. Warren, is there a match that stands out to you?
Well, I'm sort of interested in that North Pole street fight, because correct me if I'm wrong, last year wasn't there a sort of a street fight involving Congo Kong and Kelly's boyfriend Nerd, and that one really tested the limits of the building. So I'm really interested to see what these two guys are going to do to really bring out the violence before Christmas.
And anytime anybody gets to beat up on Tanner Kelly, I'm for it too. So I'm down with that.
Yeah, you can't go wrong with that. I agree with that 100%.
Cannot go wrong with that.
I think they should change the stipulation, and it should be you put Tanner Kelly on a pole.
Well, I think that's probably what happened.
We'll save that for next year. I'm sure there'll be something where we can do that with.
No, he'll be the Christmas tree topper.
Yeah, there you go.
And then, I was about to say there's a convenient spot that could have, but I
was going to make a comment, but I thought better.
We got you. Me and Ward will take care of it, Tony. We got this.
Yeah. Well, it sounds like an awesome show, man. Really good card. Hopefully, everybody out there will go. It's again this Saturday. It said doors open at 6:05. Show starts at 7:05. Definitely go to Sharpsville. Got a good venue. Got a lot of great wrestlers there. Go check it out. You won't be disappointed.
Yep, and then like I said, just don't forget, they have the annual toy drive. So please do what you can to help out areas, the kids in the area. So this time of year, we want to make sure that everybody's taken care of. So do your part if you can. Any little bit helps. So we greatly appreciate it. So
yeah, most definitely. Well, Travis, we appreciate you coming on.
All right, thanks, guys.
You have a good show, and don't hear from you. Don't see you soon. Have a great holiday.
Hey, you too, guys. Thank you. See you again, Marcus.
All right, guys. That sounds like a really good card. Sounds like a lot of fun. It really does. So everybody go check that out. Marcus, won't we jump right into the Marcus Fine Independent Wrestling Report?
Okay. Well, first of all, let's look at this chat. One
It's
in the chat. One, are you wanting to challenge Bob Steele? Cut a promo, 90 seconds to 2 minutes. Send it to me. Your promo will be, is it against Bob or is it going against us?
Well, if it's going to be one-on-one, let's just have cut it against Bob, and when we get his, we'll have Bob cut one on him, and we'll put it on the air and let everybody vote on it.
All right, Juan. Send it to me. 90 seconds to 2 minutes, please, if you're interested in taking on Bob Steele. What's up there, Jake Elliott?
Yeah.
That's the danger.
Yeah.
Yeah, look at that. Jake Elliott.
Three guys right there to cut a promo.
Come on, guys. Hey, yeah, definitely. And I miss Justin. Justin's a great guy.
Yeah, I agree. The guy on the bottom is a goober.
That's
That's
Mr. Goober. Mr. Goober.
Mr. Goober.
Mr. Goober to you.
All right. Well, I got a few things. Okay, I do not have any prayer requests, but if you hadn't seen, and I'm surprised nobody heard from this because the man passed away in Indiana, I think Greenwood or Greenfield or somewhere. But local wrestling legend Steve Regal passed away back in July.
Yeah.
He is responsible for training people like Diamond Dan Garza, TJ Powers, Don Basher. He had his hand in a lot of stuff. So, and I looked it up, and his obituary was labeled from like Greenfield, Greenwood, Greencap, one of the greens. Why nobody knew about it when it happened back in July? So, yeah. So prayers out to everybody. I know, all the arrangements are done and everything, but still, we wanted to get that out there.
Yeah, Mr. Regal was a pretty good wrestler. I mean, he was wrestling AWA, of course, wrestled with Bruiser and them. Very good.
Yeah, he was an AWA tag team champion with Jimmy Garvin, and they beat the Road Warriors. So, I mean, come on.
Yep.
Wow. And I've seen him in Indy take on Ivan Koloff. So, yeah, very talented man. So, okay, we got some birthdays. Mr. Juan Sanchez, for your birthday, for tomorrow's birthday, is Juan Sanchez's birthday. Sit as a Pro Bowl for your birthday, buddy.
Yeah.
Well, happy birthday, Juan Sanchez. His birthday's tomorrow. Nick Depp's birthday's tomorrow. Johnny Crisis' birthday's on Wednesday. Charles Colton, he's a Kentucky promotion guy. His is on Friday. Justin Terrell's on Friday. Johnny Wade is on Friday. Michael Elgins is on Saturday. Goose, Dirty Bird Goose, Jordan Raber's birthday's on Saturday. Promoter Brandon Wilson, we've had him on the show. He's from Kentucky. His birthday's on Saturday. All our good buddies, Judy Stark's birthday's on Saturday. Brandon Day's birthday's on Sunday. And all our buddies, if you want to say that, Walter Buckley's birthday's on Sunday as well. So take that however you want to take it. So Walter's a good man. Interesting, but a good man. All right, I do have a shirt.
Yep.
Fresh off the presses. These are $25 a piece. You can get these in hoodies for $40. Pick it up anywhere WCWO is on location or at the Dub. New colors. Purple. WCWO logo in purple. These just came out. These were just released within the last, couple weeks. And of course, you got the good backing here, but now it's in purple. Come in hoodies and shirts. The shirts are $25. The hoodies are $40. They got plenty of them. Anywhere WCWO is on location, get your WCWO shirt. So
now, do they have the other colors available too?
Yes, you can also get. They still have their original blue, and they have their greens still too. So
they don't have one in red yet.
Red was the Basher era. I don't think that's going to come out in red. This is the Joey era, and so he's changed the colors. Yeah, I don't think they're going to do a red because that's in memory of Basher. So
definitely no, yeah.
So and it was very good because
I'm learning my history.
If we're at the Dub, it's cold. This time of year, it's cold. Here come Skull Crusher with a box of hoodies selling them to a bunch of people who are cold up now. What a market you got going on there, buddy.
Yeah, definitely.
He sells the hoodies when it's cold, water when it's warm.
Popsicles. He goes through a lot of popsicles in the summer. So, okay. Speaking of that, I have some results. Kelly and I had a triple shot. Very busy weekend, but we did have a good weekend. WCWO at the Outlaw Arena on Friday, December 5th. Zach Nova defeated Juan Sanchez. He retained the WCWO territorial title. The returning TJ Powers, which actually he returned last week, but the returning TJ Powers defeated Derek Winter, Waterboy, and Cousin Cooter in a fatal four-way. Mike Noble and Phoenix defeated Pogo and CJ Cyclone. The James Gang defeated Two Loud Strays. They're the number one contenders for the tag belts. Mark Magnus, who we'll have here, he had a bad weekend. Mark Magnus had to return the Gunslinger title back to Maliko afterwards because he won that title at an unsanctioned WCWO show. And the lawyer, Mr. Kraft, made him give the belt back, and Joey knocked the shit out of Mr. Kraft. So
awesome.
And ran him out of the building. Then Mark Magnus, being raged in fury, defeated Jordan Davis. The match between Rampage versus Slaughterhouse and Zay Gates ended in a no contest. Maliko versus Scorpion ended in a no contest. And the WCW Outlaw Champion defeated Cameron Saturn in a title match. So, decent match, decent night. We'll get there, dude. Hang on, Reginald. Reginald's jumping the gun here. Hey, somebody says Vince McMahon will be at Saturday night's main event Saturday. So, okay, Wrestling Theology Blizzard Brawl, Anderson, Indiana. Chuckles the Clown defeated Jeremy Halley to become the WTF general manager at the January show. And I cannot remember what they called that, but it's a circus-based title. Juice Warta defeated Tate Manson, and since Tate lost, he ended up being the number one entrant in the Blizzard Brawl. Warhorse, which is Pat the Bruiser and Crosshairs Kelly, defeated Custom Made, which is Eric Draven and Charlie Key. Chris Owens defeated Juan Thomas. He's the new WTF US champion. Madison Payne defeated Lucy B. Sweet with Andy Williams. She won the vacant WTF Ladies title. And Juwan Thomas won the 30-man Blizzard Brawl and earned a shot at any title anytime in 2026. Very good night. Okay, then we had the Chris Wiley Memorial Show at the Outlaw Arena last night. Juan Sanchez defeated CJ Cyclone. Cousin Cooter defeated Pogo. Waterboy defeated Derek Winter. Okay, try to follow along here. Mark Magnus defeated the Cruiserweight. See, I already did it. Mark Magnus defeated the Cruiserweight champion Cruiser for the Cruiserweight title. But the rule book number 374 states that if a referee is used in the match in any way, the Cruiserweight title is no longer on the line. And since both Cruiser and Magnus touched the referee during the match was instantly deemed a non-title match, and therefore Mark Magnus won the match, but Cruiser is still the Cruiserweight heavyweight champion. So you go.
You cruised right through that one.
Yeah, I'm glad you read
that all afternoon. I was writing it out. I was all screwing myself up just typing it out. Here's what Reginald's talking about.
Reginald, the Reggie.
Half the WCW Tag Team Champions Jackson Morgan destroyed Scarecrow. Half the WCW Tag Team Champions Will Asher defeated Cameron Saturn. My match of the night, Andre Stray defeated Oso Pierce. And the Dad Bods, which is T.S. Wiley and Timmy Jackson with Joey Owens, defeated Phoenix and WCW Gunslinger Champion Maliko. It's going to rain tomorrow. That's what that's telling me. Andre Stray versus Oso Pierce. I was talking to Tony earlier. They did a WrestleMania 3 moment. Where it looked like Andre pinned Hogan, but you couldn't see that it was the same thing. Oso Pierce had Andre Stray in a bear hug, and the arm was being lifted, but it was on the other side. And I started marking out because I thought Oso Pierce just passed out Andre, but he moved his arm, and I didn't see it. But it was damn good. I know they raised some money. They did pretty decent, but I hadn't heard from Wiley to find out exactly what they got for the Cancer Society. But there was a big crowd last night, a big cheering crowd. It was very good. So I believe that's all I have.
I did want to bring up something. I know you may add something to this, Marcus, especially if I get anything wrong. We wanted to shout out Rachel Armstrong again.
Yeah,
we talked about it a little bit Thursday night show, but we've learned some more stuff since then. She got to go to a training camp, I guess you could call it possibly, with Bailey, who put this together. A lot of independent wrestling women got to go to this. I don't know how many the count was, but it looked like over 15 women were there. I even heard that she flew a lot of the women out, paid for their flights and everything. She had a lot of guests there, like Charlotte Flair. John Cena was there. There were many other trainers and speakers. So big shout out to her for her getting that opportunity. Great opportunity for her. And I got a feeling we're going to hear some big things from her in the next couple of years. Marcus, you got anything to add to that?
Yeah, well, we'll go ahead and do the highlight reel too. They were on the Ring of Honor show on Wednesday night.
Yes.
And did a damn good job. Joey said he couldn't have been more proud of his boys if he had to be. So it was funny because they introduced him as Damien and Damon Reel, but the crowd started chanting highlight reel. So what's that tell you?
Yeah.
So yeah, those guys have got a good opportunity going right now too. So yeah, Rachel and them both, fantastic.
What else does it tell you? We've all watched them at independent wrestling promotions.
I watched them as trainees. I remember when they were as green as goose shit, as they put it. And
so, yeah, I mean that just shows why people need to go to these independent wrestling shows, because you never know when you're gonna cross paths and get a chance to high five a star without a railing, without security around, and just enjoy it and be able to say, I saw them right at this auditorium, or this gym, and like you guys have tons of stories that people hear about how you saw places in things, and that's the coolest thing about independent wrestling, is you never know.
Yeah, perfect example of that is DCCW had Solo Sikoa before he was Solo Sikoa. I forget what name he went by, but he wrestled at DCCW a couple times 4 or 5 years ago, right before he got signed to NXT and moved. And look where Solo Sikoa is now. I mean,
well,
and I mean also FEW, has Ashton Adonis, he was on there too, and
Jake Oman.
Yeah, I mean FEW and White River, and so yeah, it's pretty crazy that you say, it's cool that you get to see a lot of that. And so I mean, yeah, it's fun to be like, oh man, yeah, like with me in particular too, like a couple of guys I really didn't talk too much, but I shared a locker room with a couple of them at a show, so it was like, oh wow, here they are doing this is really cool.
Well, that's one thing that's really good about AEW, and I know they get some hate and stuff, but with Ring of Honor, they bring a lot of young people in, or independents in. They did when they had Dark and no shows too, but not as much now. But they still doing it with Ring of Honor, so that's definitely a big plus that AEW brings when they come to a town. They bring in local talent to help fill out the shows or do bodyguards or whatever. I know WWE some bodyguard stuff, and every now and then they bring a wrestler on, to be, I hate to say jobber, but
enhancement talent.
But they get an opportunity to be on TV, and you never know what you can make of that opportunity.
Or even like in the ring with some of these more advanced people, and then you don't know what they could go back then behind the curtain. They could be getting great pointers from some of these people that have been down the road, and that's how you build, and that's how you become things. I'm sure they do it with NXT too when they do their little road shows. We just don't see them because they're not on TV. But I'm sure they do it. I don't want to one-sided, because I try to stay. I try to keep everything. But but you said, unfortunately, like the Raws and SmackDowns, they've gone so far away from what that used to be back in the day, when they would have those hometown heroes, which literally the TNA character, hometown hero, that they use.
To Warren's point, real quick, reason I jumped on to Warren's point about seeing independent wrestlers, we got to see John Moxley on independent before he was ever in WWE or AEW or any of that. We saw him just maybe a month before he was Dean Ambrose.
Yep.
We got to see him down in him and Daniel Bryan and Drake Younger,
Tyler Black,
all on the same show.
Yep, and Tyler Black went on to be Seth Rollins. So
yes.
You never know what you're going to see at an independent show.
There's some really, really good talented wrestlers on the independent shows all over the country, not just Indiana, all over the country, but Indiana is very rich and some good talent also. And you can go to a show for $10, $12, $15, guys. Somebody help me out with a name there. I know it was a Fatu, but I couldn't remember the first part, so I wasn't going to even try it. But Solo, look, he's a pretty big star now, so doing very well for himself. Hopefully, hey, check out our independent shows, man. They're good. You'll have a lot of fun, and especially if you have kids, because they get to interact with the wrestlers and stuff, get up close, and that's something that's hard to do at other shows, at the bigger shows, AEW or WWE, especially WWE. It's harder. AEW, I'm not saying it's quite as hard, but it still ain't the same as an independent show. You're really right there. So, can't put over independence enough. Well, guys, I think it's Mark. You got anything else before we move on?
Let's go ahead and cover the other couple shows I know is happening.
Okay.
NGW is in Crawfordsville on Saturday. and JICW is running in Martinsville on Saturday as well. So,
Okay.
3 shows that I support, so they're all running Saturday. I will be at AACW, and Warren will be at NGW, and I don't know if I got anybody down at JICW yet, but I'll maybe get him from Steven. I'll probably have him.
I'll be at NGW looking to raise a little hell.
Yeah.
Got to represent the brand. Be like slap some of those guys around. So not getting promos out.
Yeah.
We'll route somebody up and says, "Okay, you cut a promo."
I'm gonna come on the show Monday with a big old shiner. All the guys like, go,
Ain't getting no promo. Black Island.
promo this.
Here's your promo. What's up, Corey?
Hey guys.
Yep, everybody's having a good night. Well, guys, let's hopefully our special guest, Chris.
Well, he's ready. He's ready. Get him ready.
Got Mark Magnus. This guy's been wrestling for about a year, and looking forward to talking to him.
He's not in the studio yet.
Oh, he told me he was. God damn it.
Okay. Well, we'll wait a little bit. Hopefully, he gets in here.
Waiting.
Maybe he's not. Before he
You guys
gets here.
talk about something. I'll see what I can get up here.
Yeah, he hasn't popped up on the screen yet.
So, well, Warren, what do you think about your Lions?
They're not making it easy. What's up, Joey?
What's up, Joey?
Yeah, hey, Joe.
Trying to get Mark Magnus to click the enter the studio link.
Yeah, so we can get him on here and talk to Mr. Magnus.
And TJ, holy cow.
Yeah, Joey Owens, TJ Powers.
It's a star-studded guest list. Jeez.
Yeah, got some greats there.
Yeah. But no, it was a rough one on Thursday because this is a house divided. My in-laws are massive Cowboys fans, so I didn't say anything. I'm also a believer in karma, so I'm trying to keep that in, especially and with the Colts too. Early in the year, there's a lot of Colts fans that were talking a lot. I'm like, you guys had an easy schedule to start. Be happy you're doing what you need to do, but there was stuff that's being thrown out there. I'm like, you guys need to hold on. Let's see through, man.
And now that the injury happened, I mean, actually, I thought we was going to. I think it's easy to say, because you don't know. I thought we had a good chance to win that game because Jones looked like he was moving better and was more comfortable with that leg. Of course, compensating for that leg probably caused the injury. So now we're probably done for the season, I would say. As far as trying to get in the playoffs, we're not in the playoffs now, and trying to get in is going to be very tough.
We've got another one against Texans. Texans are really hot right now.
Our guest is on. Our guest is on here.
Chris,
Whenever you guys are
he
ready.
said he was.
All right, let's bring Mr. Magnus in here.
Hello,
There he is.
everybody.
How's it going, Mark?
Hi, I got it to work finally. This is a common occurrence, I promise.
All right.
I'm just very bad with technology.
I am too. That's why I don't do it. How you doing tonight, Mark?
I'm doing great. How about you guys?
Doing good. Doing pretty good. Try and stay warm.
I did hear you talking about Daniel Jones before I hopped on though, so I'm not too particularly happy about that. But otherwise, it has been a great day for me.
Okay, awesome. Well, this is how this works, Ms. Mark. Marcus will go first, then Warren will go second. I will go third, and we'll do some questions for you. Hey, even though we call it rapid fire, you're not in a big hurry to answer the questions. Just give us an answer, and then we'll move on. So, Marcus, why don't you get things started for us?
Well, I'll get things started. You're sure a happy guy on a Monday having 2 titles yanked out from underneath you for really weird stipulations over the weekend. Because you lost the Gunslinger title under strange stipulations. Then you lost the Cruiserweight title under weird stipulations. It's like...
It kind of just seems like bad luck follows me. Well, first of all, I'll address the big thing, the Gunslinger title. Right now, I'm just focused on working my way back. I'm trying to get back up to that point where I can take another shot at Maliko. On the flip side of that, I'm still trying to figure out who sent the freaking lawyer. I can accept that it wasn't Maliko. He proved to me at Unrated that he's not gonna just attack me from behind like he did a couple weeks back. But I got a list of suspects on my mind though.
Okay.
I'll keep that to myself though, just for now.
All right.
As for the cruiserweight thing, to be completely honest, I didn't. He gave me the book. I looked at it, and I said to myself, I can't read. And then I tossed it over my shoulder and went out there. So truth be told, that's kind of on me.
Okay. Warren, before you go, I got some breaking news. The only reason I'm going to break it, even though it's not wrestling, is because Mr. Magnus, I believe, is a Colts fan. So breaking news just happened with the Colts. Phillip Rivers will be trying out for the Colts tomorrow. He hasn't played since 2020, but he will be working out for the Colts tomorrow, and he may be our new quarterback. So that tells you how things are going for the Colts. So,
You know what? That's for my day.
I thought about this earlier. Maybe, just maybe, that black magic thing is real, and we sacrificed Halliburton and Daniel Jones's legs to win the Big Ten this year.
Maybe.
That's my conspiracy theory.
All I know is anybody's got voodoo dolls better not have any IU players voodoo dolls.
Please.
I know it's wrestling, but man, that first hit that.
Oh God!
Oh boy, there was a lot of people. Oh geez.
I thought he was done. Okay, Warren, let's get back to wrestling.
All right. All right. The one I always love to lead off with is I'm going to give you a time machine and a front row center ticket to any wrestling event in the history of time. Where are you going?
I'm going back to the first pay-per-view that I watched live, and that's WrestleMania 28. I need to see the end of the era and live and in person. The Chris Jericho CM Punk match, that was my favorite match of the night, and just the opportunity to see Cena versus The Rock in person. If I could take any person in the world's spot right now, I think it'd be Green Shirt Guy's spot because, to be there live, man, that'd have been great.
Yes, that's definitely. My question is, what's your inspiration for your wrestling character?
Quite a few. Early on, I always thought I was going to be some sort of Jeff Hardy type, but that sort of beat of your own drum mentality I've kind of carried on throughout my life. Right now, it's kind of a mix of a lot of guys. Sami Zayn has been a big inspiration ever since I got it back into wrestling. Daniel Bryan. The way I carry myself, I like to carry myself a lot like Bray Wyatt sometimes. Not like Bray Wyatt, but visually, if you can't tell. But really, I'm kind of stuttering at my words. I'm sorry. I just always kind of brought this sort of, like I said, beat of my own drum mentality to myself. Jeff Hardy, Bray Wyatt, those kinds of guys, they really inspire me in how I act whenever I am on camera. I like to be kind of eccentric with who I am. Even though I'm kind of frozen up now, I kind of feel myself getting back into the groove of it just because those guys always inspired me to be eccentric, be loud, be big. And so let's just finish that off with a yeah.
Okay. Also kind of that underdog character.
Exactly, yeah.
Okay, Marcus?
Okay, well, already Maliko's in here, and he hates you, just so you know.
Oh, my God, for real?
Yeah.
Hi. Hello, Maliko.
Okay.
You hate Mark Magnus.
Now, I know you haven't been out.
I love you too, buddy.
When did you first become interested in professional wrestling?
So, real early on. I think it was about 2008, 2009. I was at a 4th of July party, and I was kind of off in a separate room. I think it was the very first year Jeff Hardy had just come back to the SmackDown roster. And he was facing John Morrison. And at that point, I hadn't really watched wrestling. I played the video games, SmackDown versus Raw 2007, 2008, 2009. Fell in love with all those games. But I haven't really sat down and watched wrestling. And the way those guys moved was so unique to everything that I had seen on YouTube clips, or maybe in like the stereotypes you would see in a television show whenever they would parody wrestling. And after that, I was just sort of hooked. I bought DVDs of the pay-per-views, best ofs for all kinds of wrestlers. I even got the history of the World Heavyweight Championship at one point that I would just watch over and over again.
Okay. Warren?
All right, I've got two because I've been endowed with the most important question to ask you on this show. Since
Okay.
unfortunately, our first lady of Gonzo cannot be here. Kelly Fine would like to know, who's your favorite super fan, Kelly Fine or Marcus Fine?
Oh, you're putting me on the spot. This is actually the hardest question. Can I say both?
People have.
Yeah.
I think that's like
you know what? Fine. You know what? Here, I won't sit on the fence. I'm sorry, Marcus. It's Kelly.
I do apologize. I haven't even hit double digits yet, and she's already at triples. So that's
So my question to you then is, since you still are fairly new, and let's be honest, we all feel that there's always room for improvement. Where do you feel you need to improve as a wrestler?
Truth be told, and I'm kind of telling on myself here, it's still the cardio. I like to, before my workouts, I run a mile, I lift weights, I do all sorts of extra things on the side, but man, I'm still working on that. And on top of that, I think it's just kind of getting used to being out there. I know I said earlier I was pretty comfortable with who I am and what I'm about, but sometimes I just kind of find myself getting kind of deer in the headlights, and I'm like, I got to recenter myself. So it's that confidence of movement that I really feel I need to improve upon when it comes to my ring work ability.
Okay, my question is, I feel like you've made a really big splash. Really have done well for yourself in your first year as a rookie. I think you've done fantastic. Why do you think you've had such a good connection already with the fans? Just being in your first year, I feel like, sometimes it takes people longer to get that connection, and it seems like for some reason, I feel like you really got that connection quicker than a lot of others have.
This is another kind of on the spot question. I'm not very big on tooting my own horn. I think about that a lot too. I'm one of those guys who kind of, from time to time, I suffer from some like imposter syndrome. But when I really sit there and think about it, I think they kind of relate. Early on when I started training, I was outside a lot, out at the parking lot, waving at everybody, trying to get everybody in, waving people down, this, that, and the other. And I tried talking to people as they would come in, say hi, make connections. And to expand upon that, whenever I was inside and on camera or doing anything ringside, I'd be there, be a fan with them, get into the show. And, they've kind of watched me grow from being that guy out in the parking lot to being the guy walking through the curtain. And I think a lot of that inspires folks, or at least I hope it does. I'm kind of an everyday guy, one life, one day at a time. Not really interested in living a million years, just living one day at a time. And I think people see that and reflect upon themselves when they see me, because they have their own dreams, they have their own wants, their own desires in life. And I just like to be kind of a source of inspiration to tell people, you can do it. I know it's hard. I know things are difficult right now, and I know they will be in the future, but you got to keep moving. And if you keep moving, eventually good things will happen. And And I think that's why people have kind of latched on to me. At least that's my thought process.
That makes sense.
Yeah, I agree with it. I was about to say, I mean, that's, as a fan, when I sit and I watch you, I mean, that's my thought, is you're grounded in us. So, like,
Yeah. I mean, you said everyday guy, and that's what I was thinking. You look like a, and don't take this the wrong way. You don't look like your normal professional wrestler. You look like a normal guy. There's nothing wrong with that. I mean, hey, I look like a jockey, and I've been confused for a jockey before. But that's a different story. But
Hey, yeah. I'd love to hear it someday.
Well, you don't look like Dex Royal. You're not 6'2" and can jump from one side of the ring to the other side of the ring. You're Mark Magnus. You're yourself. But I mean, I think sometimes it's easier for people to connect us because they look like you. I mean, you look like a lot of people that come into the arena. You look like them. So I think they're making that connection. So let me see. It is Marcus's turn.
Okay, I will ask two questions because I'll take one for me and one for Chris. But if you could see this chat room over here, I wasn't laughing at your answer, Mark. I'm laughing at the crap that's going on in the chat.
Oh, which do I press the little?
Yeah, they feel sorry for you. That's why they're cheering you. And Maliko says he feels sorry for you. And Maliko must have come in late to find out about your gunslinger title. And
you mean the belt I'm going to take off of you? I'm going to take that belt back. I promise you. I promise you I will. That is a guarantee, Maliko. Anyway.
Okay. Tell us how you got hooked up with Joey and the Dub to be your training facility.
That's a fun story. So it was, I want to say, it was September, or around September, August of last year. I'd always been kind of interested in the Outlaw Arena, seeing WCWO live, but I'd never really gone out of my way to see a show. Lo and behold, I'm pulling up to the arena during August Anarchy of that year, and I just see an insane show. It's a match in the night. If I remember, if I've had my memory correct, it was, for me, Zach Nova versus IK3. I still remember him sticking those skewers in his forehead, and it just and thinking to myself, oh my God, I got to be a part of that. So I come to a couple more shows. I get up the courage to kind of message the Facebook page, and truth be told, I had in the past bothered them about training before, and had gotten cold feet. But this time I was just kind of like, screw it, one life, I got to go and do this. After one of the shows, I grab somebody, I say, hey, can I talk to Joey about training? They pull him to the side. We sit out in the crowd after the show. He just simply says to me, you want to train to be a wrestler? I tell him, yep. We shake hands. He tells me to show up on Sunday. And it was really that easy. I still remember the first day too. My legs were like jello, man. Like wiggling from below me. It's like I almost didn't go in, but I did. I got through that first day, and ever since then, I've been hooked.
Hey, Mark, you got another one? Or?
Oh, I do, but I hear Kelly on in there, so go ahead, Mark, and tell her who you picked so she can hear you say it.
I picked you, Kelly.
So, okay. Good thing I don't have my feelings hurt because I'd be in really bad shape.
Marcus,
I still love you. You're still you're still my second favorite fan, but also like similar, same but different, different.
Let it go.
I tried. Okay, you can't blame a fella for trying.
Marcus still likes you. It's okay.
All right. Chris always asks, "What is the worst?" No, let's go with the good. What's the best piece of advice you've ever been given, and who gave it to you?
Well, I hear it a lot, and it comes from just about everybody. But are we talking in general or wrestling wise? Because I got a lot of different types of advice.
Do it wrestling. Best piece of advice you've been given in wrestling.
Slow down. Slow down, slow down, slow down. I hear it from just about everybody. First time I heard it, I think, was from Mr. Joey Owens himself. I was going way too fast during a little training session, and we all got grouped up together, and he had a little conversation with us and said, "You guys need to slow down." But that it truly is the best piece of advice, not just for wrestling, but life in general. You know, you got to be able to enjoy the moment, absorb it, be in it. And it really has gotten me through a lot since joining the business.
Warren?
I mean, slow down goes for more than just the wrestling aspect. I know being in the ring when I'm on the mic, because I'm thinking sometimes my thinking gets sped up and I miss stuff. So it goes all across all spans. I want to do a little off the wall one that I just had come up with here.
Okay.
When you're going to come out, you're going to wear one of two robes. Are you wearing Ric Flair style robes or you're wearing Macho Man style robes?
Oh, come on. I gotta go with the Macho Man. I gotta go with the Macho Man. Are you kidding me? And it doesn't just stick with robes. He's got all kinds of robes. He's got all kinds of jackets. He's got all kinds of swagger. Macho Man for sure.
You can train with anybody and learn from anybody for a month. Who would you choose?
Daniel Bryan Danielson. Would love to learn from him.
Marcus?
All right. Well, shoot, I got all kinds of stuff here. Anyway, War Ready Maliko says the best piece of advice you were ever given was to quit. So I got to read this chat room because I get the laugh.
Oh, I don't quit. I never quit.
But speaking of Mr. Maliko, and since he's on here, tell us about your experience at the Unrated show with you and your opponent, Mr. Maliko, and what kind of match it was, the stipulations, what kind of living hell you went through, and
it was unique. It was unique to say the least. I wasn't at first. I was kind of hesitant about it. You know, you always think about thumbtacks and you think about how sharp they are, and whenever you step on one, it really, really hurts. And then you add a Lego into it, and then it's like, what are we doing here? But as the weeks went on, as I thought about it, I made peace with it. And truth be told, when I hit that mat for the first time, when Maliko grabbed me, picked me up in the sky, and then said, "You're going on to all those thumbtacks and Legos," it wasn't half bad. But other than that, it was probably one of the most difficult experiences, most challenging experiences I've had since becoming a pro wrestler. Just the pain aspect of it, having to kind of let that adrenaline pump through you and let it guide you through everything. It again, unique is really all the only word I have to describe it. Every bit of it was unique. The barbed wire, the little spikes in the baseball bat. Who comes up with this stuff? But and then at the end of the night, when all was said and done, when he had stacked all that junk on top of each other, and then I planted him on top of that, I thought, no way. Maliko, too tough, gonna get up. 1, he's getting up, right? 2, oh, he's not getting up. 3, and then my brain just stopped for a second. And you know, it'd been a long road ahead of me getting to that point. And I never thought it was going to happen. And you know, I really thought in that moment, all my dreams have come true. Lo and behold, a couple of days later, I hear about this lawyer and this whole situation with a contract, this, that, and the other, and now we're back to square one. But at the moment, it was like everything I'd ever wanted had fallen right into my lap. What are you saying, TJ? TJ, I faced you in a tag match. I rolled up Juan in that tag match, by the way. Hi, Juan Sanchez. I love you, brother. You had a little spat with Jackson Morgan. That's none of my business. But yeah, sorry, I lost my train of thought. But that's kind of the way I can describe everything. That's euphoric, I guess. I don't know.
Marcus, you got another one? Or?
Okay. Chris's other, well, actually, I added to it. The worst piece of advice you've ever been given, and you don't have to tell us who told you that.
You know, truth be told, I haven't sussed out any terrible advice just yet. But I have been told, you know, though, when you do get advice from somebody who doesn't know what they're talking about, it's best to just smile and nod. And thankfully, I haven't had a lot of those smile and nod moments just quite yet. Either that or I'm way too nice.
Okay.
Yeah.
So note to self: if I'm talking with you backstage in the locker room, you just smile and nod at me. I'm saying stuff.
Yeah. Anyway.
So one of the things that we've actually talked about recently here, and it just passed, was Survivor Series. Are you more of a fan of the War Games Survivor Series or the traditional Team Survivor Series?
I do love the War Games. It has brought a new dimension to what Survivor Series can be. But truth be told, I miss the traditional 5-on-5 tag match as a consistent thing. They could probably still do it, but with the two rings side by side, to me, it just feels kind of awkward. I miss when it was SmackDown versus Raw, Team so-and-so versus Team so-and-so, faction versus faction. And you still get that, yeah, with War Games, but I like the tension from a traditional Survivor Series elimination tag team match.
Okay. Well, that feeds right into my question. You get to be in a Survivor Series old school match. Who would you pick as your four partners? You can pick anybody that you want.
Well, Zach Nova's second team captain for sure.
Okay.
I gotta pick one. It's gotta be. Let's go, Andre Stray for our big man. And just for fun, let's also throw Jackson Morgan on there. And then the ace, the cleaner. Who do I need up there? Heck, get Waterboy out there. We need some energy.
All right. Okay, Marcus.
Your favorite opponent?
Favorite is a strong word, but right now, I hate his guts, but he made me a better wrestler. I gotta say Mike Noble. Just because he brings that fire out of me. And again, he made me a better wrestler as much as I hate his guts. As much as I hate his guts.
I can understand that feeling. Ward?
All right, it's sort of similar to what it says below my name here. Coming up here really, really soon, the last time. What's your thoughts on the career of John Cena?
Ooh. I don't want to sound too cliche, but it's legend. That is the only word I can really use to describe this man, this myth, this legend. I grew up, watching him. I think I hear a dog outside. He's trying to get in. I'm sorry. This is my garage.
Malenko's coming to get you. Malenko's coming to get you.
I gotta get out of here. No, I'm kidding. But I watched a lot of his stuff, through DVDs. Back when I first started really getting into wrestling, I watched, his transition from from the doctor of thugonomics to what he is today. And I admittedly for a long time fell into that trap of just kind of hating him. And after some time, I realized, do I really hate this man? After everything he kind of brought to the table, everything he's done for the industry, and I don't. My biggest thing is that I'm grateful for what he has done for this business. He has turned it into a multi-million-dollar industry. Not just him, but he was a big part of it, a massive part of it. And it's gonna be really sad to see him go. That's a big part of a lot of wrestlers' childhoods, a lot of people's childhoods in general. You don't even really have to be a wrestling fan to be a fan of John Cena, but a lot of people know what this moment means, and it's just massive. I'm tripping over my words trying to say what I want to say about it, but it's special. What he's done is special, and if it ever is replicated, it'll be long after all of us are gone. So that's really all I got to say about that one.
Okay. Your favorite baby face of all time and your favorite heel of all time.
Favorite heel. I like doing the heels first. Favorite heel of all time. Straight Edge Society, CM Punk. And then my favorite face of all time. Yeah. Sami Zayn.
Okay. Marcus, final 2 questions.
All right. I figured. Well, he already knows what my last one is. We talked about it. Who do you want to work that you haven't worked yet?
Who do I want to work who I haven't worked yet? There's a lot of guys on that roster that I have not worked. There is one guy though. We kind of crossed paths in the past couple of weeks. Recently, he's one of the first guys I saw wrestle. It's 2 guys. No, God, I'm sorry. I'm so distracted by this dog. I haven't worked Waterboy yet, but I really, really like to get a run at him.
Okay. Ward?
All righty. So WrestleMania is known for their awesome entrances and live bands performing. Who would you want to perform your entrance, and what song would they be doing?
Oh, easy. The Chain by Fleetwood Mac. I hope I would. I don't know how I'd get those guys back together.
Yeah,
but I would absolutely love to have them play me out.
Yeah. That's WrestleMania. Be enough money thrown around. They could probably stomach it for an entrance.
Absolutely.
Yeah. You can change places with anybody at WCWO for a day. Who would it be?
I really would like to see what a day-to-day basis is like for Jackson Morgan. That guy must get up to some weird stuff. I don't know what he does in between Fridays, but it's like he just comes back weirder every week.
Okay, I see that. Okay, Marcus, final question.
Okay. Funny story time.
Funny story time? Here, let me bring in my canine companion.
Oh, he's got visual aids. This is a first.
Oh, we don't got a visual aid, but we do have a dog in here. Hello, Libby.
It's not.
I think that dog's name's Libby. I don't know, but anyway. So let's bring it back to Thunderstorm. This is technically my story, but it is also my sister's story. But Thunderstorm was a very special night. That was the first time I'd ever been in a wrestling ring during a wrestling show. That was long before I was able to actually start doing matches. but I remember it like it was yesterday. The chaos of it all, the entrances from all my classmates. I remember fearing for my life as I saw Brody Bodkins run at me at the corner and splashed me into oblivion. But the biggest thing I remember is a very fun text that I received after all of this from my mother. Bless her soul, by the way. She loves that I'm chasing my dreams, but you know, she's very concerned for me. She sends me a text. I read through this text, and it says, I can't say it quote for quote, but as they were sitting in the crowd watching everything go down, my sister apparently is looking around, you know, people watching. She sees a man that looks very familiar, sitting down, eating nachos, and very much enjoying himself. And I don't know if this is quote for quote. Again, I'm just paraphrasing. She grabs my mom on the shoulder and she says, Mother, look, over there. It's Shaquille O'Neal. And it was Mark Henry. But you know, you can't blame the girl for being excited. But that was a very fun little point in my early wrestling career that, you know, I think about it a lot.
Yeah, so she was looking over towards us because he was right. That's when he's eating these nachos.
Yeah, he was. Okay, Warren.
All right, my last one's pretty easy, really simple. Not a lot of difficult thought into it. Are you a NWO or are you a degenerate?
I'm a degenerate.
All right.
I'm a degenerate.
Okay, I've got my question, and then I've got Chris's final question that he asked. My question is kind of a two-parter, a little bit. Favorite meal to eat and favorite go-to snack.
Favorite go-to snack. I got a big old sweet tooth, so I like a good donut. From time to time, only from time to time.
Are you saying that because Joey's watching?
Yeah, right.
Oh, eating donuts, huh?
No.
There's a few more ropes to run next training.
And then God, this is kind of another big boy answer. I love a nice pizza, just fresh out of the oven, just delicious. One second.
Is he going after a pizza or what?
It's the delivery guy.
Right out, sorry. Oh my God.
Domino's.
Oh my God,
you
this
got
dog.
a pizza all of a sudden.
But no, yeah, just a nice fresh pie right out of the oven. I used to work pizza place all the time. I delivered pizzas back in the day, and there's just something about it.
Okay, so what do you like on that pizza? You just cheese or what toppings?
Oh yeah, I plain cheese. It keeps the calories down, so at least I'm not super chubby.
Are you saying that because Joey's watching?
No, stop ratting me out. What are you doing, Marcus? Stop it.
Everything's on air. He'll see it eventually.
No.
Okay, the final question, Chris usually asks, anywhere people can find you, what shows you're going to be at, social media, all that kind of stuff.
So for right now, on a weekly basis, I'm at WCWO Outlaw Arena at 1151 Kentucky Avenue, just about every Friday night. 7:30 p.m. bell time, 6:30 is when the door opens. You can find us online. As for me, and I'm working pretty much just about any road show they have upcoming. I'm trying to be a part of that. But for any other real updates, any other, just fun posts I have, things I might want you guys to see or hear about, I'm mostly active on Instagram. Magnus_wrestling on Instagram. I'm trying to build it up, trying to get kind of out there. I think I'm doing a good job. I hope I'm doing a good job. But if you want to see what I'm doing, that's where you'll find me.
Okay. Well, we appreciate you coming on, man. Did a great job.
Awesome. Tons of fun.
Thank you. I appreciate you guys having me on. It was a blast. I hope to be on again sometime soon.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah, most definitely. We'll have you on again. So, hey, again, thank you, and you have a great night.
You too. Have a good night.
Well, guys, I thought that went very well.
Oh, yeah.
Very entertaining. Him and his dog.
Yeah, it was funny. I think that dog's name's Libby. It's like,
Yeah, just bring the dog in. Don't know his name. Okay. Well, guys, I thought everything went real well tonight. Hopefully, everybody enjoyed the show, and hopefully, everybody has a great week. Pray for the Colts and Phillip Rivers. How old is Phillip Rivers? 50? Oh God. Well, everybody have a great week, and we'll see everybody again next Monday.
Go Lions.
That'd be absolutely devastating.
Here, this is Joey Owens Show. They've been trying to get me on this broadcast forever, and this is the worst damn broadcast I've ever been on. So you all can kiss my ass.